Hey, what's up guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be reviewing the Abu Garcia Revo X baitcasting series reel. Let's get into the video. Okay, so this is the Abu Garcia Revo X series baitcasting reel. It came out in 2017. I got it last year around Christmas time, so I've had it 11 to 12 months, just about a year. And I've been using it a ton. I've used it as my workhorse reel. It was my main baitcaster for 6 months, and then I got my Corrado, but this is the 7:3 to 1 gear ratio, so it's a little bit faster than average, but it's still on moderate range. I've thrown a little bit of everything with it. I threw swim baits, I threw jerk baits, I threw spinner baits, which is what I think it excelled the most at. I threw Texas rigs, I threw everything with it. I had it lined up with 30-pound Power Pro braid. That worked really well with it, and I had it on a Favorite Rods Defender series, 7-foot medium heavy. That paired with it great for what I wanted, which was just an everything reel, you know. I threw top waters, I threw just about everything with it, which is what I liked because I didn't have a ton of bait casters to use. Now, this reel comes at $99, which is decently priced, especially for what you get. Some of the pros of this reel is the drag system it has on it was super smooth. I've never had it jump or give me any issues whatsoever. I definitely caught some big fish on it. I've caught pike on it, I caught some mudfish, and I caught my PB on this reel actually, which was 5 pounds something, 5 pounds 4 ounces I think. And I also caught some 4-pound fish on it. I think I caught 3 or 4 over 4 pounds on this reel, which is really good. Got one. It's a decent pike. There's not a big one, but I just want to land this fish, get the spinnerbait off the list. Okay, come on fish, just come here. Come here. Oh my god, thank you. Now, it's fairly smooth. It's not the smoothest reel I own. As you do know, I have a Corrado, which beats it obviously, and it's 10 times better than this though, which is the Black Max by Abu Garcia, which is only $50. Now, I really like Abu Garcia's braking system. It's a magnetic braking system. It just has a tiny little twist thing, or can't think of what you'd call this really, but you just twist it and it adds more brakes on the inside, moves the magnets closer to the spool, makes it so when the spool is spinning it slows down more. I found that very helpful when I was changing baits all the time, and I didn't want to open my reel every 5 minutes to turn on a brake, turn off a brake. I can just do it on the side plate, which worked good. Some of the things I also liked about it was that this clicks, and this spool tension also clicks, as you can hear. Now, my spool tension on my Corrado doesn't even click, and the drag obviously does, but I like them to click, so I know if I accidentally bump it like this, oh, I accidentally put my thumb on it, I know I hit it, it's going to get my attention. It casts decently far, especially for the braking system, which helps a ton, because you can just be like that if you're changing to a heavier lure so you don't backlash. If you're casting lower, you can lower the brakes very easily. Yeah, the handle they have on this is very, very comfortable in my opinion. How this is wider than the middle part, it makes it very, I don't know, it just feels good in your hand. It feels similar to this reel, but not as squishy. Like this is, it feels squishy-ish. This just feels comfortable, which I enjoyed. Especially for bigger fish, you want these bigger grips to really power down on it. Like the pike that I caught on it, and some of all the other big fish I've caught on it. Now, this reel isn't perfect. I did have few problems with it. One thing I dislike is, I hope you guys are focused. I don't know if camera is, but I don't know if it can see that, but there's wiggle in the reel. Here, I'm just going to back up in case you guys can't see it. There's a lot of wiggle in this reel, which I don't really like. It just removes some of that feeling you get from your handle. Another problem I had with it is after like full day of throwing swim baits with it, because that's what I did recently this fall, it got very, very squeaky, and I'm going to show a video of that real quick. Now that you've heard the squeakiness, obviously it got pretty annoying, especially after a couple hours of hearing that out in the water. I never had that problem any other times besides that one time, and I fixed it very quickly just by oiling the reel. And there's this little oil plate that they include where it's just one screw right there, and that little square pops off. Bring that centered, you can see. There's a little square right where my finger is, and that comes out, and it's really easy to oil. Another thing is it's a little loud. I'm moving it towards the mic so you can hear it. It's pretty loud, especially compared to a Corrado. You might be able to hear it just a tiny bit. It's pretty quiet. But if you compare it to a Black Max, it sounds pretty same, but this one, there's a grinding sound which doesn't feel good. Now, if you're looking to just get into bass fishing, I would go with this Revo X. Yeah, it does have little flaws. The handle's a little wobbly, and that ruins the feel a tiny bit. It's a little bulky in your hand, but in the end, it's really good reel. The drag's good. The braking system's good. Spool tension knob clicks, so you know if you accidentally bump it. Clicks in gear, great. If you compare it to a $50 reel like this one's 10 times better. This Revo X is 10 times better than this Black Max. This reel just doesn't feel smooth at all. This one feels really smooth and refined, it's a little loud. But now, if you're just getting in bass fishing, I would probably go with this. This is an overall just workhorse of a reel. You can use it for a little bit of everything. Like I said, I used it for everything. Pair it with a medium heavy rod and you can use this for everything. And this one, I would just say, you might get annoyed of it, and you might just not want to get into bass fishing because of it. Because it bothered me when I first got it. It took me a month or two to get used to it. Now I'm used to baitcasters and I'm good at them, which you might have this problem if you get Revo X, but still, it's a smooth reel. I'd say if you're just getting into bass fishing, you don't need a Corrado K. You don't need something this refined, this smooth, this expensive. Now, you can probably find this cheaper than $99 on Amazon or anywhere else. I'm not 100% sure. I haven't looked into it. But I would give this 4 out of 5 stars for a $100 reel, of course. And I think you guys should go check it out and maybe order yourself one. I don't regret it. Thank you guys for watching, and please like and subscribe if you want to see some more.